Inspiration is so key in architecture and design, and India offers it in plenty. Luxe Interiors Season 3 takes you on a journey across the country to experience how land, culture and climate influence its built form. Today we take you to the capital of Rajasthan, Jaipur.
Jaipur, the Pink City. Heritage, art and architecture. Artists, designers and traders all have been instrumental in making this city of Maharajas what it is for centuries now. It is known to have hosted all kinds of visitors in style. What is it that draws people to it?
To a design enthusiast, it would have to be its stately architecture, detailed interiors and varied design styles. Jaipur's heritage fuses the strong design language of Hindu Rajputana with Mughal Islamic architecture. How did these influences translate into today's spaces? We take you through it on today's show.
On the show, Shantanu Garg's modern interpretation of Jaipur, Sean Bhatnagar's artist-driven view of the city in his home, accessories worthy of royalty, in particular carpets and chairs, and how to bring that essence of Jaipur to your home.
Opulent and contemporary, a fusion of old and new. Quintessentially Rajasthani with a twist, that's the signature style of designer Shantanu Garg. And you can see it on this project.
Shantanu Garg Design is a young and dynamic architecture and interior design firm helmed by Shantanu. Their work and vision is best called innovative and individualistic. The team aims at taking Indian design to the world and bringing international design to India. Here's a beautiful home created by the firm for the Tomars, a family of doctors living in the heart of Jaipur.
Architecturally, this space is very modern. It has a dance of planes and there is a clean ceilings that flows from one space to the other, and imbibing varied styles in the form of artifacts, accessories, furniture, lighting installation, materials was a key design philosophy behind this entire setup.
As the doors to the Tomar residence open, you are led into a foyer, a compact space with gold leaf motifs on the ceiling. This leads you into the world of fantasy which lies ahead. To the right of the foyer is a formal waiting room that displays the first of the East meets West contrasts you will see in this home. Italian furniture, opulent velvet fabric, an ornate mirror and a geometric art piece all sit together in perfect harmony. As you move further ahead, a statement wall instantly catches your eye. Since the space is otherwise muted and clean, Shantanu added a pop of color in the form of the striking wall art.
Here we tried to fuse a graphical approach towards a view of a palace from a balcony. Here we have a Pichwai art which is having a lotus and its petals, and as well as a tree of life which is from a Banithani art where peacocks are balancing on it. On the right you see an open space which gives a sudden release to the compaction of a foyer, and you see a freestanding temple which is guarding up by the two bespoke brass pots which are quite massive in scale.
This area too is a play of contrasts. Simplified pillars, a marble base and the holy lotus adorning the inside of the dome are a modern take on an Indian temple. This is pitted against an overall Moroccan printed floor and a modern lounging arrangement within the same area. This semblance of a balcony overlooks the city of Jaipur, and the absence of windows gives one a feeling of expanse.
Next we enter into a dining space that has a very modern and cleaned furniture with a dining table imported from Italy, and there are consoles which are made and customized here, having an interactive kitchen next to it. The kitchen is very modern, and it quietly blends with the dining space as well. So you see the entire interaction of spaces yet layered well.
You can now move to the next room, which is the living room and the library, a formal area for the family. The two have been strategically divided by a wooden panel, which also camouflages the television set. The transitional design of the home can also be seen in this corner. The console, which has been imported from Italy, has a marble top and high-gloss, lacquer-finished teak legs. An antique wall piece sourced from an old Haveli, refurbished in hues of cobalt blue and gold, complements and contrasts the console. The lights on the top are added to give a clean, modern touch to the overall composition. To give the illusion of even more space, Shantanu has added an East India style mirror at the end of the foyer. In this otherwise modern residence, he has employed a few simple tricks to reflect Rajasthan.
We have tried to use art that hails from Jaipur, and there are a lot of school of arts that has been incorporated here in the form of a wall art, paintings. We have used antiques that hails from Rajasthani architecture that are accentuated by giving them varied finishes, and we have also tried to use colors which are really traditional, and they are being used in the form of lacquer, artwork, motifs, and in the form of artifacts.
There's nothing like a carpet to bring immediate glam to a space. All you have to do is to source the right one. Here's what we have curated for you.
You don't need a red carpet when you have one of these to welcome you home. The Maharajas of Jaipur imported their collections from around the world. We bring the world to you in these gorgeous options. If it takes the sun, moon, tulips, carnations, pomegranates, and sometimes even fish and birds to add drama to your space, we give you a Suzani. Derived from the word Suzan, meaning needle, this style of carpets come from Uzbekistan and Central Asia. This hand-knotted silk and wool mixed carpet is all drama. For those who prefer that their carpet tells a muted tale, here is one inspired by the play of light and shadow in nature and finished in the soothing colors that moonlight inspires. Bring the artistic Iranian weaver Dabir's style of carpet weaving into your room with this piece. Nature and geometry come together beautifully in this Indian rendition. As carpets traveled, styles evolved. This carpet is inspired from the mixed influences of Europe and the Orient. Its deep denim blue background highlights the yellow-gold motifs to bring a rich effect to your space. Use any of these carpets to create a focal point on your wall or to segregate areas within one large space, or better still, hang it vertically to create a sense of grandeur.
My advice on carpets is to find one that looks like art, and you can use it as a wall hanging or also to anchor a space by creating a focus. Texture is important too, so if you're looking for something that adds warmth, you probably look at a different pile style or a looping. Take the idea of a carpet further by creating a composition around it. For example, you can use any of these Maharaja chairs with it.
This wingback chair is called Buttons Accent or Fuchsia Sari Edition. It is a kaleidoscope of colors with its mineral blue woven cotton sari back, upholstery fabric for the seat, and hot pink trimming. Teak wood gives it a sturdy yet stylish finish. Here's another wingback chair with a similar style. Its arms and wings have a tribal pattern, which is in bright navy, fuchsia and orange, while a solid grey upholstery fabric makes for the seat. Next Next up are the Maharaja and Maharani chairs, and named as such by their maker. This chair is perhaps what royal seating would look like in the age of digital printing. The seat is made of polyester velvet and feels rich and comfortable to the touch. Its teak wood frame and legs have been carved to give a space that deluxe effect. The Rani chair blends femininity, contemporary design and royalty with this antique-looking chair. The base material is teak wood and the fabric used has delicate texture, which means you've got to handle this one with care. Our next recommendation is this black leather chair inspired from the vibrant city of Manhattan, which blends old and modern architecture. It uses traditional leather, modern cutting techniques, and has a tufted cushion back with aesthetically curved ears. This eclectic tangerine colored chair is called the Mayor's Wing Chair. It uses genuine leather and has a base of teak wood. The addition of antique brass rivets adds to its 18th century British look. So whether it is color, print or genuine leather that makes you feel like a king, you have plenty of options to choose from. After the break, an artist's home in Jaipur and project RESTYLE with Devyani Kumari.
In our search for beautiful spaces, we came across artist and designer Shan Bhatnagar's space in Jaipur. Born in Delhi, raised in Jaipur and studied in Germany, the lure of his home city was so much that Shan decided to return. This is what he did with his space.
Homes are an expression of oneself, and an artist's home is bound to incorporate all things beautiful that inspire him. This is Shan Bhatnagar's home, open to any visitor for the experience via Airbnb.
My design philosophy is more is less. I'm a lover of patterns, which is an enemy of minimalism. My inspiration is from the Haveli of Srinathji at Nathdwara. A lot of the motifs, my colors, my themes come out of my inspiration from Nathdwara.
His love for contrasting colors and motifs is evident even as you enter the home, where blue, red and gold walls sit comfortably against each other.
The entrance of the house has Krishna playing the flute with 21 cows and all, listening to him playing the flute. And then at the bottom I had the blue pottery. The basic theme of the house is a story from Krishna's life called RESTYLE, and there was a portion in that RESTYLE called Viraha. So I've used that as the theme of the house.
When you move forward and into a neutral, narrow corridor, don't forget to turn your gaze towards a beautiful blue ceiling. This has been inspired from Turkish motifs and blue pottery, which is synonymous with Jaipur. Contrasting the ceiling are the grey walls with old photographs preserved well from Shan's grandmother's wedding. If you were to take a left, a drawing room with lotus patterns on the ceiling is what you will see.
I've purposely used a tone on tone. Over the years, me and my family have collected a lot of art. The neutral colors kind of help me enhance and enjoy the wall art that we've been able to collect. These great artists' work can gets prominence through the background color.
After having a tete-a-tete in the drawing room, you can head to the dining area for a meal under a ceiling of mirrors and amidst bold poinsettia red walls. These walls proudly display Shan's collection of Pichwai and miniature paintings.
I think that the color red really brings out a lot of the art, the miniature style painting, the faces, the blue colors, the grey colors, the green colors that the artists have used.
A tip on placement of art that you can take away from here is Should your collection of art be colorful, display it on muted walls of white, eggshell, cream and grey. And second, should your collection be muted, then you can display them on bold backgrounds such as red and blue. The bedroom is completely contrasted to the dining room in that it is muted and the only pops of color come from the colorful artworks of Srinathji, the bed linen and the cushions, which makes it all perfect for your siesta. And should reading over a cup of coffee hold your fancy, you could move into the blue room here. The ceiling gives you a sense of being inside a tent, courtesy the Mughal-inspired Sazani pattern. Another tip on decorating your walls with artwork is to rest them on shelves instead of hanging them. So if you want to bring a little bit of Jaipur into your space, you can take inspiration from the hand-painted motifs in Shan's home. Here's how you can do it yourself.
Today the motif that I'm going to show you how to do is inspired by a block print that I saw in Jaipur. So you need very basic things that are available in your house. You need tracing paper, you need paint, nail powder, regular nail powder and an all-purpose pen. That's all you need, and a little bit of practice and talent. So you have to trace whatever you want on this tracing paper and just make tiny holes close to each other. I'm doing a Mughal Bhuta inspired by a block print, and so once all your tiny holes are made, it will look like this. So this is the pattern that I'm going to print on the wall now. Take some nail, put it in a white piece of cloth or any piece of cloth and make a potli out of it. Put your tracing against the wall, center it and just simply rub it against holes that you have poked. Make sure that you get the entire tracing covered and then remove the tracing, and here you have the pattern. So now that you have the outline, take any paint, any color you want, silver, red, blue, green, depending on the color of your wall, your mood and what you're trying to show. Just make sure your paint doesn't drip. Always work your way from top to bottom. There you go, this should dry in less than 10 minutes. So just check if your paint has dried after 15-20 minutes. Now then take a clean cloth and simply dust off the blue nail that we had used to trace it and clean the wall. The wall is clean, and this is your Jaipur inspired motif that just took 4 easy steps: pinning, tracing, painting and dusting.
I'm at Fab India and I've done a 15-minute quick makeover which anybody can do on a limited budget, and here's what I recommend and how you do it. Pick 3 or 4 key pieces. I picked a 2-tone fabric chair which has these lovely stripes, and I put it together with something new and fun which is called chindi, which is recycled fabric in these fluorescent colors, and then of course the traditional work of Kanta which you see in Rajasthan a lot of. And I paired that with one of the acacia screens which is very modern. So this is how you can transform your room in 15 minutes. Let's talk more about Jaipur design when we come right back. Imagine you had the gift of a large space, a bedroom with a reading nook and space to lounge. How would you style it? Stylist and interior designer Devyani Kumari shows us how to restyle the space.
Inspired by all things beautiful in life, art, photography, architecture, Devyani Kumari is a bespoke interior designer and home stylist working on luxury residences and boutique hotels across the country.
For me, luxury is not just about a brand name or about the price tag. It is more about uniqueness, about rarity, about the quality of a product.
Using this philosophy, Devyani shows us how to restyle a room using her own space. Start by adding a 4-poster bed with intricate carvings, one that has a natural brown polish which spells Rajasthan clearly.
The furnishings draw a lot of inspiration from Rajasthan, and they are traditionally made in Jaipur. Jaipur is known for its hand block printing. So these are all organic vegetable dyes. There are no chemicals that have been used in making of these bed linen.
Keeping in mind the climate of Jaipur, Devyani has used drapes in pure cotton, which not only adds to the overall aesthetic of the room, but also filters the lights softly, giving a dreamy vibe to the bedroom.
So if you have any additional space in your room, there are various ways in which you can utilize it. Like I have done in my room, I have created a tea setup. As you can see, the colors in my room were all neutral, and we didn't want to add more color on the walls because also that's a more permanent factor. We thought of adding a pop of color through these two comfortable chairs, which double up as either a coffee setup or you can just lounge on them and read a book. And I've tried to tone that down by using a distressed chest. So the chest that you see, not only does it provide you with some extra storage in your room, it also takes away the ethnic feel of the room, and neither is it too modern. We've also wanted to limit ourselves to primarily 2 or 3 colors. So we use these marble printed cushion covers. The size of these was customized to ensure maximum comfort, and you can do the same. We've tried to introduce a rug also in the setup. Now rugs are better than carpets, especially in warmer temperate cities, because they're easier to maintain. They do not make the floor very warm. So this is a hand woven rug that we have used, and the print that you see on the rug is called the Ottoman print, and we added a bit of golden to it just to add a hint of sheen to the room.
The chest that doubles up as a coffee table has been decorated with accessories like a vintage tea set and a bunch of pink carnations to add a breath of freshness to the room. Just like Devyani, you could place your favorite artifacts and accessories to suit your needs. Since the walls were neutral and in shades of beige and white, Devyani added character to the walls by using paintings which were mounted in blue frames to match the color tone of the space.
With that, we've come to the end of our episode dedicated to the Pink City. If you have any questions or queries, please write to us at luxeinteriors@ndtv.com. I'm Saket Sethi, and I look forward to continuing our design journey next week.
Next week on Luxe Interiors, designer Anik Kamari revives an old Goan home, artist Shireen Modi's interpretation of Goa, Abha Narain Lamba's eclectic holiday villa, and a lucky viewer gets design advice.